What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. My name is of course Paul. Today we're talking my first 24 hours with the iPhone 10. So what's going on, guys? I'm going to keep this really simple and really easy to understand. I've just finished my 24 hours with the iPhone 10. It came off its full charge this morning at 8 PM UK time. It is now 6:15 in the evening. So from 8 this morning to 6:15, and I've got right now 32% battery life left, and I'll tell you exactly what we've used up to now. So if you go into battery, and it'll show you basically everything that you've used up to now. So let's jump into what I like about the phone. So what I do like is, number one, is the facial recognition, the Face ID. It works just as it should do. I haven't had any problems with it at all. It even worked in the dark this morning. The room was quite dark, it was still early in the morning. I'd lifted it up, it unlocked straight away, and it was pitch black. The room was literally pitch black, and it literally put it up to my face, it unlocked straight away. That's just phenomenal. How it done it, I'll never know. Battery life is phenomenal. Face ID, perfect. Okay, it might not be as fast as Touch ID, but it's definitely working for me. It's definitely it's good enough for what I need it for. You know, just open your phone, lock, swipe up, and you're in. I mean, it is that simple. Battery, as we've already discussed, you know, I think that's pretty good, but however, that is only the first day. So, you know, you gotta wait for the battery to be optimized for your usage and what you use the phone for, and then we'll go from there. So that'll be in the full review, so make sure you come back and check that out. If you're not already, subscribe so you know and also be notified when that review video drops on this phone. Now, I went 3 weeks. I sold my iPhone 7 Plus, and I've been using this smashed up iPhone 6. So I don't want me review to be jaded by the fact that I've got this brand new shiny phone. That's not what I want it to be about. I want to make sure my review is unjaded and unbiased. Now, I've got a funny feeling it will be a little tiny bit biased because, you know, Apple fanboy. So I've just got to be careful that I don't jade my own review. So up to now, battery life, Face ID. Let's talk about the screen, because obviously I know that's had a bit of negativity shown on it just out over the last couple of hours or so. Yeah, Apple have admitted that you may get burn-in, and yes, it does change a funny tinge when you turn it a different side. Basically it goes a bit of a bluer colour on a white screen, but that for me hasn't really affected anything. You know, at the end of the day, it's an OLED screen. It's what I expected. It still looks great when you look dead onto it. I'm not going to look at my phone like this to read a text message, so I've got no issues. I'm not going to look at a web page like this neither. So to me, it's got no issues. You know, it's just obviously people have got to find something bad to say about the device, and that's what they're coming up with up to now. Now, I know a few people are having some issues with battery life, as they've said on Twitter. No, I don't feel like I've got any issues to complain about right now, so I'm perfectly happy with the way that everything seems to be working out. The iPhone 10 is a lovely looking device, there's no two ways about it. I've been stopped twice today already to ask, is that the iPhone 10? It's an absolutely gorgeous looking device, and I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. Now let's talk about the speaker sound. Now obviously I've gone, again, as I said, 3 weeks from this, so the sound wasn't that great on that phone because it's a bit broken. The speakers on this are absolutely superb, and they're definitely louder than the 7 Plus. However, I can't compare it to the 8 Plus, as I never had the 8 Plus. So for me, the speakers on this are absolutely phenomenal. Now, have a listen. So as you can tell, you know, to me they sound pretty good. It sounds very loud, it's got high end, it's got a nice bit of bass to it on certain tracks, which I'm really happy about. I've listened to a podcast through it first thing this morning, and yeah, it was superb. I really enjoyed it. So that's a good plus for the phone again, is the speaker quality on this thing is absolutely superb. But again, all of this stuff will be in the initial review. This is just a first impressions and my thoughts on the first 24 hours with the device. So talking about going back to the screen quality, the colours look absolutely superb, they look really vivid, and again, I can't compare it to anything else like this. I mean, I can compare it to the S8, and to me, I do prefer this over the S8. This is a nicer device than the S8. Even with that top notch has not bothered me in the slightest. The first hour you notice it and then all of a sudden it just melts away into the screen. Now while watching video, however, as you can see, you've got this on YouTube, you've got this like border around the edge, where if you pinch to zoom in, and as you can see you get that notch back in the screen, so it takes away from a little bit of the content. However, it's up to you how you choose to watch it. At the end of the day, you can pinch back in and watch it like that, or you can just pinch out and just watch it full screen the way it's meant to be. Now what I do like as well is the notifications. I know they're not grouped together the way they should be, and that's one thing that I do miss. I wish the notifications were grouped together. Instagram, Twitter, your messages, etc. I wish that was still a thing. However, it's not. I thought they'd bring it back for iOS 11. They never, so never mind. We'll just have to let that one go. But what I do like is the fact that it doesn't show what you've got on your screen. It comes through as just a notification, and obviously you've got, as you can see here, you've got a text message, and it doesn't show until you look at the phone. Once you look at the phone, it tells you what the notification is. So it requires your face to look at this phone. Now speaking of obviously looking at the phone, it comes to obviously calls as well. Your phone can be on really, really loud. Your phone's ringing, you look at it, it starts quieting the volume down because you've looked at the phone and it knows that you know there's a call there. And that's what I do like as well, because you know it could be really, really loud and everyone could be looking at you like whoa, and then you look at your phone, it quiets, which is just absolutely superb. Now for £1,000 device, Apple should have included the fast charger with this, or a wireless charger. I really do believe that they should have done that. They should have included either the fast charging or the wireless charging in the box with the device. I also believe that they shouldn't have included the headphones that they did. They should have included maybe, you know, Beats, because they own Beats, so they could have included a set of Beats. They could have put a different set of AirPods in there. They could have made a cheaper version of AirPods which was still wireless, and they could have been in the box with this. You know, there's countless reasons that they obviously they could have done with this device, but they chose not to. And I kind of wish that they would have, because you're getting this premium experience. It is Apple's 10th anniversary phone, and I kind of wish they would have went with that. Now obviously you've got a bit of a difference with the camera as well. Now obviously the camera is now in a vertical position and not a horizontal position, and that's because of what's inside the notch. They couldn't fit everything in, as well as having a horizontal camera the way that the Plus models are. So that's why they went with the vertical camera. Now, this is a bit of a pet peeve, but the bump, I wish they would have done away with the bump. Maybe make the device just a tiny bit thicker to hide that bump. I know that's a bit of an issue for some, but it's not. It is a bit of a pet peeve, but with the case I have on the phone, which is Apple's leather case, which I picked up yesterday, the bump is no more. I can literally set this down and the camera will not touch any surface unless there's something on that surface like a stone or whatever. It will not touch. So I'm quite happy anyway, so the camera bump doesn't really affect me in any way. However, I do wish they would have included maybe USB-C would have been nice, but then everything is lightning, so maybe I'm a little bit happy that they went with the lightning. Other than that guys, you know, Face ID works as it should, and I'm pretty happy with the device, I've got to say. I really am. I hope you enjoyed my first 24-hour first impression look at the iPhone 10. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a big thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care everyone. See you all later.